What's up guys, it's Brohammed here with another war recap. This time we're taking part in the war as the main clan, RazeInfinity, which means we've got about twice as many attacks to choose from, and as you can see, 19 3 stars. We were matched up against a clan called Lords, who were quite well organised and did most of their attacks, although I think they were slightly outmatched with us having a few more Town Hall 10s, and in the end that showed in the results with us getting those 6 extra 3 stars, and on average scoring more stars and doing more damage per attack across the whole war. There wasn't really any chance of them coming back at the end, although they did make a valiant effort. Okay, first up we've got Josh attacking their number 24. As you can see, this is a partially leveled up Town Hall 9, and I wanted to show it because I think it's a good way to get 3 stars against this kind of base, or perhaps a high level Town Hall 8 base, using an all hogriders attack. We'd already attacked this base, and so Josh knew where the giant bombs were, and as you'll see at the start of the raid, he triggers those. The other thing to note is that we know there's a lavahound in the clan castle, and so Josh goes ahead and skips the lure because the lavahound can't really do much damage to hogs. The last thing is to spot that the king and queen are quite low level, which means he doesn't have to go in and get them with his own king and queen in order for this raid to be successful. It's all down to heal placement really. So first up, triggering those single giant bombs that we knew the location of, and then just going straight in with the hogrider attack because there's no need to lure that lavahound. He's coming in across the whole side here, and I think the plan is that the hogs are going to sort of split up and go around either side of the base. You can see there the heals going in where there's a lot of damage or where there's a giant bomb about to detonate. And I think Josh's only mistake perhaps was his final heal in the north there was a little bit low, and it didn't quite cover that giant bomb that's about to detonate and not take out his hogs but do some damage to them. But at this stage it really didn't matter because he's already dropping his wizards and his king and queen to do the cleanup on the other side. And there you can see the lavahound flapping about following the hogs but not really doing any damage whatsoever. So a really good way to take out a mid-level base with hogs, proving that they're still viable, and also Josh exploiting the weakness there again, like last week, of a base with no double giant bombs. Okay, let's stick with the theme of hog riders by watching Mtnbkr take out their number 11. As you can see, this is a pretty much maxed out base in terms of defences. He just hasn't got the walls up there yet. And also, he's got those higher level king and queen, which are going to pose a threat to his hogs. And so Mtnbkr's got to modify his attack slightly. He can't just go mass hogs, he's got to find a way to take out the king and queen and then let the hogs do the business. The reason this was a good base to attack with hogs, as you can see, there's not really many places where there could be a double giant bomb. The biggest internal gap is obviously around the town hall, but usually most players, myself included, would put the hidden Teslas around there, so it's pretty unlikely that he's going to put his giant bombs around the town hall. So the first thing Mountain does, which I like, is he drops in a balloon in the south there, and that takes out the cannon without really getting shot at all, so a nice 1-for-1 trade, and then he just uses his hogs to get the lure. I won't talk about the clan castle kill because it's pretty standard, using wizards and a witch to kill them, but there you can see the golem's going in, and he's actually going to trigger one of the single giant bombs. I think the other one's in the same position on the other side. And then Mountain drops in that jump spell so that the golem can reach the enemy king and queen, and having created the funnel, he's then also got his own king and queen going into the centre, and they're going to take out the defending queen and the defending king who's right next to her, and that means he's safe to release his hogs. At this point the biggest danger to them is single giant bombs, and also I guess the skeleton traps which have been introduced recently. First thing that goes down after that is a really good heal, which is going to keep pretty much all of his hogs healed through the highest DPS part of the attack, which is when the hidden Teslas pop. And once he's got those taken down, it really is just a case of following the hogs around the base, dropping the heals, and trying to get them covered where they're taking the most damage, or perhaps where he thinks there might be a single giant bomb about to go off. Although, looking at the base, there really isn't many places within the base there could be any giant bombs at all. They must all be external. I don't think Mountain actually triggers them all, so I couldn't tell you where they all are. One slight criticism, if I have one at all, is that his king and queen are dead at this stage, which is not so much a criticism but just a shame, as it would have sped up the cleanup. And if he'd been short of time, it might have been nice to have them. As it turned out, he wasn't short of time, but it might have been nice to have them alive. And one way to achieve that is to attack with the hogs from the same side as the king and queen, because then obviously they provide support for each other. But there, as you can see, clearly it wasn't needed because Mountain took out this base with plenty of time to go. Really good attack, well done. Okay, so I thought we better have a bit of variety for the final attack. So this is me taking on their leader, Logman, who was either number 6 or number 7, with a Lavaloon based attack. Very similar base to one we took on last week. It's got this sort of ready-made funnel there on the side, which is going to take my heroes via the mortar right into the centre to take out the enemy queen, perhaps the enemy king, and also hopefully one of the air defences. Little bit annoying that that mortar was there because it could have interfered with my lure, but having checked the range it didn't go right to the corner, so I felt I was safe to drop my witches over there. First thing I need to do is get the lure, and there was a sort of gap in the buildings at the side, so it was a really obvious place to get the lure from. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop some balloons in there, but obvious tends to come with a trap, and as you can see there was a trap that popped straight up, but it was fine because I dropped in 4 balloons and got the lure. I'm just trying to remember whether we'd already attacked this base. I think we had, in which case it was pretty dumb of me to forget that there was balloons in the defensive clan castle. Doesn't make a huge difference, but you'll see in a minute or so that the balloon does take out, I think, both of my witches, which was a bit of a shame. Didn't make a big difference to the raid, but it would have been nice to have them for the cleanup. And there you go, I drop in my queen to help kill the clan castle, but I held off on my king because I didn't want him taking damage from the defensive wizards. Couple of wizards at the top there to destroy the trash buildings. My queen almost went walkabout, but she was eventually drawn in. There you can see my king with his ability taking out the defensive queen, and now you're going to see the balloons take out my witches, but then get taken down by my archer queen, who eventually, and at this point I'm pretty sure she's going to do it, so I drop in my balloons, but who eventually is going to take out that air defense as well. I said last week that I dropped my balloons and lavahounds in quickly because I wanted the lavahounds to pop to help with the cleanup. That's partially true. Another part of it is that I just want to get the balloons in quick because they're slow, and this attack does take a long time, and I'm always worried about time, and I'm pretty sure this attack went quite close to the time limit, as did my other attack this week. So I didn't want to miss out on a star just because I've been too slow at the start. But yeah, the added benefit is that you've still got the queen alive, and as you can see, taking out the defensive king and the town hall at this stage, so speeding up the cleanup quite a bit. The other thing to point out on cleanup is I've got a couple of goblins up there just because there was a lot of exposed storages. Not sure whether that was 100% necessary, but it seemed like a fun thing to do at the time, and definitely didn't hurt too much, just 2 spaces. And there you can see, as last week, once the air defences go down, there's really no way to stop the balloons. It's just a matter of time, as long as you've got enough time and you're going to take out the base. So yeah, don't worry if you haven't been featured yet. There was a lot of 3-star attacks, and I do want to show a few more, so I'll probably put out another video tomorrow, showcase 3 or 4 more attacks. I wanted to do a few more hog riders this week though, because obviously we did a lot of air-based attacks last week. So yeah, watch out for another video tomorrow, but thanks for watching guys, and see you later.